Off we go.
A fuego. Afuera.
La, la, la.
Okay, we are live and recording. And here we go.
I always have to rock out when that music starts. You know what I mean?
You do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tom Bernard Show with
Co-host Kathryn Bryant.
Mike Bryant.
Andy Brant Bernard.
And Kristyn Burtt.
Well, look at that. As I'm introducing Michael Bryant, I get a message from him. What do you think of that? Plug in the show.
Yay.
He was texting and driving, clearly.
Texting and driving. Really
No,
nice.
he's made that abundantly clear that he does not
I do not do that. Yeah.
It's a good idea because we saw somebody almost run into a retaining wall the other day.
Oh,
All
my
the
She was
God.
staring at her
Oh, yeah.
phone.
That's
I saw a
scary.
video of someone driving down a residential street. You know those like newer residential streets where you could easily fit 4 cars side by side, but they're
Yeah.
technically only 2 lanes?
Yeah.
So he's driving down this street, and there is a dumpster on the left side, like jutting out maybe a couple feet. So it's on a driveway, but it's going into the street a few feet. On the left, this guy's driving by on the right. He's texting and driving, and he just goes right into the dumpster.
No,
Oh,
Sure. I mean, those things are not small,
no.
and they're
Nope.
painted in bright
Not paying
green.
attention.
And it's like, how, like, I mean, I get running into like a curb or something. They're small, they're camouflaged, but like in your periphery, how do you not see a dumpster?
I don't understand why people don't just use voice text if they're going to send a text while they're driving.
There is that.
Yeah,
It's
not a
pretty
bad
easy.
idea.
Oh, Kristyn, how are you today?
God.
Because I'm good.
I'm good. How is everyone?
I need you to be the sports director for 2 minutes
Okay.
at the beginning. You
Uh-oh.
ready? So you're the sports director.
Hmm.
You ready?
Yes.
Go, 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 go.
Yesterday, Kathryn and I get home and we decide, why don't we go play 9 holes of golf and then have a little
It
dinner?
was a beautiful evening.
It was a
last
beautiful
night.
night.
It was gorgeous.
So we went out and played 9 holes, and someone I know, maybe dressed in an athletic shirt, shot a 38.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Not
it's on like
well.
a par 3 course. There's
It's
like
not
2
par
fours.
3 course. It's 3s and 4s.
It's a 31 for 9 holes is par.
Well, you're still only 7 over par.
That's
Well, that's what
still,
There's
that's
a
good.
mild amount of cheating. It's okay.
That's
There
too
was
much.
no cheating. See, she can't even take it. She shoots a 38. I shot a 42.
I did have a nice round.
Your mic sounds kind of buried.
Really?
Way to go.
there.
Way to go,
Is
Nana.
it
Probably with the
Very.
foot.
It's
So
on.
she can golf, but she can't talk into a microphone. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe you should become a golfer.
There we go.
There, much better.
Yeah, she'd be a great professional golfer.
It was
It'd be
such a beautiful
So
night last
38,
night.
would that be 18 holes?
No,
No.
9 holes.
Okay, I was gonna say.
38, 18
I don't know.
holes.
Oh my God, she's amazing.
I'd
She'd
be
be
a
better
grand.
than Tiger.
9-hole average score. Let's see. What's the average score for 9 holes? It is 45 to 50.
Well,
Yep.
So,
72 is par for a regulation
So
course,
you're-
right? 72.
Yep.
so it's 72
Oh,
for
300.
18.
That works out well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the average is 4 per hole then.
She was just a couple over par. That's all I know.
4 or 5.
Oh,
Huh.
it was just such a lovely night. It was
It was.
cool. There were no mosquitoes.
It
The
was,
sun
no
was
question
setting.
about it.
It was just beautiful.
We have found one of these havens, and I won't even say where it is because it's a haven.
Haven.
It's a haven.
What's really nice is you get there, and there are people gathered around having dinner, men and women together, the whole deal.
Haven.
It's the thing that we really like about it is nobody is bitching about politics ever there. They go, there are Democrats and there are Republicans. We get along. Everything's good. I mean, all these things that are troubling the world, they don't care about at all.
No.
Because they think that,
Well, that's not what they're there for.
They're
No.
there to golf.
Yep, exactly.
Not to vote. They're there to golf.
I remember going to
Exactly.
Golden Valley. There was constant bitching about politics at Golden Valley.
Yeah?
Yep, constant. So it's kind of nice to be able to go there and you play golf and have fun. You go in and have fun. They come over and say, "Hey, I love the show."
And the lady at the front desk showed us where the good treat jar
Yeah,
is.
she has a good treat jar. Now we're in the good treat jar. So that's good.
She's got Reese's peanut butter cups in there. Those are pretty good.
Oh, Plenty good. What's that on the left there, Andy?
I don't know.
Oh, whoops. It's spilled over. They can't see it on the.
Kristyn, how is the opening of Tulsa King gone? Do you know?
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. That's on. No.
Yeah, I haven't seen any ratings for it because they are +7. So we
Right.
are still a few days out from it. So getting
Okay.
ratings. But yep,
'Cause
I
they-
haven't watched the episode. Did you watch?
Yeah, it was dumb.
Oh, it's dumb?
It's the
Oh.
reason why that show bothers me is it's very formulaic and there's just things that happen that are absolutely illogical. That
Yeah,
you know.
violence for violence
Yeah.
sake.
Well,
it seems like
That's
sometimes.
Taylor Sheridan in a nutshell. I mean,
Yeah.
he's cranking out. I have to think at some point his creativity is being stifled the way he's having to crank out all these shows.
Yeah.
That's a
Like,
lot.
I think he's got to deal with personalities with Stallone because Stallone's regularly got to have his silly speech that's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, he
you know,
does.
so.
Yep.
The Stallone monologue.
Yeah.
No, don't tell Alex this because she and Stallone are good buddies in Florida.
That's so funny.
Honest to God, every time he's there, she walks past him somehow. I don't know why.
Not every time. One
Well,
time.
It was
No.
one time, but this
Well,
story,
that's
like it was like this little
No.
guppy that now has
Yeah.
been like the fish is like this big. It's a whale.
No, he comes there a lot. I
He
think
lives
it's
in Florida. He sold his
Yeah, he
Los
lives right
Angeles
down the
van.
street from where we golf and stuff.
Yep.
He's no longer a Californian. He's a Floridian.
I haven't talked to him yet, but everybody tells me he's very nice. So that's a good
He's
thing.
got 4 or 5 kids, 4 kids. I
He has 3 daughters with his current wife, and then I
Okay.
think he had 2 sons, and I feel like at least one of them passed away.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Dave-
really?
His son Sage, I want to say.
Oh, God.
Let's
Yeah.
see. He has 5 children. And then yes, Sage Moonblood Stallone. That's quite the name.
It is.
Died at 36 from heart disease.
oh,
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
that's a tough road to
36.
hoe.
That's yeah.
That's terrible.
I
It is.
believe Sage was autistic and
No,
maybe
that's
had.
the other one.
That's the other one. Oh,
Sergio. How the hell do you pronounce this?
Sergio.
Well, it's not pronounced. It's not spelled Sergio. It's spelled Seargeoh.
What?
Sergio.
What kind of?
it's probably pronounced Sergio though. It's just
It
the way it's
probably
spelled.
is.
Probably.
But
It's
we'll
like
never-
all of the Utah Mormon names are pronounced
Yep.
are spelled really weird, but they're just like Briley, you know.
Yep.
So, Chris, I got to ask you a question because, there's a lot of political talk going on now about this, that, and the other thing. And oh, my God, blah, blah. As I click through in the morning, when I get up, I click through almost all the TV news channels.
Mhm.
There are stories about this guy did this. No, he didn't. He did this. No, he didn't do either one of those. You can't get a straight story on the national news anymore.
Yes, you can. Associated Press. They're just going to give you the facts.
Where does that run on television?
No, but I
That's
mean,
the
you can just click online and read your morning paper on Associated Press or
Yeah,
Reuters. You'll get
I
a
agree.
nice, just straight facts, no bias.
Okay, let me ask you this because, again, from just watching the headlines on the news this morning, did Jimmy Kimmel get fired again?
I don't think so.
No, he's
he
not
got
fired.
reinstated
No,
or
he's
something.
he's
I don't-
fine. Like as I said last week, Jimmy Kimmel was always going to be fine. He's fine.
Mhm.
The big issue is Bob Iger. Bob Iger is the one who's got all the problems because there's going to be lawsuits between Sinclair and Nexstar, probably the Trump administration and Disney. This thing is going to last a very long time.
Why would
There's
who
only
would
so
be
long
suing
that Nexstar and Sinclair can not run
Right.
Kimmel because it's a part of
Right.
their contract. So they're in negotiations to see whatever that means. Trump is now like wants to go after Kimmel again, which I think at this point is pointless. But I think Disney is probably between Disney and the Trump administration, there will probably be some back and forth lawsuits with the FCC.
Oh, yeah.
No, the Trump individual lawsuits are interesting because they're as close to blackmail as you can get, and people keep paying them. So it's like it's unbelievable, So I mean,
And he's threatening them on True Social. He's like, the payday will be even bigger this time.
Yep. The good thing is it keeps them away from tort reform. And it's but yeah, the blackmail lawsuits are amazing, and that someone individually could profit like that is
Astonishing.
it's a whole new field.
I will say that I think the person who walks away damaged the most is Bob Iger, because he caved the first time, and then they had a knee-jerk reaction with the whole Kimmel thing. I think because of the whole George Stephanopoulos one, 16 million to begin with. And Bob Iger's legacy already was on shaky ground over the last couple years since he came back. Yes. Yeah. I mean, you talk to people who have gone to Disney for years. They're like, they've taken away all the entertainment. Instead, they're just jacking up the prices. Like, people are very disillusioned with Disney. Then you have people who were like, hey, in the name of free speech, and not even talking about political parties, people just in general saying, you know, we want the First Amendment here, canceling Disney Plus, canceling Hulu. They lost $4 billion in a matter of days because of this whole Kimmel controversy. And on top of it, talk about bad timing, they announced a price hike with Disney Plus and Hulu. So the people who already canceled probably aren't going to come back. I mean, some will, of course, but a lot of people won't.
Well, I feel like Disney has been flailing for a long time. I think their creativity and everything, the parks, they've done some reboots on some of the rides, but they're the same ride with a more updated theme. They're just nothing, they're not doing anything interesting.
And when's the last time they put out like a true classic? Like the kind of movie that's going to get remembered for 100 years?
Good question.
That's
like Encanto, maybe?
Encanto, yeah, it probably has.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. That was a good movie.
And I mean, and here's the funny thing about this all, you know, Disney got canceled, and I say that in air quotes, for being too woke. But now, like, and then you have the First Amendment thing, and then people are like, look at their, you know, the left is canceling Disney. I'm like, Disney has effectively pissed everybody off. So, and united a lot of people over the First Amendment issue anyway. So, Bob Iger has a lot of struggles ahead. Remember, he's trying to hand over the company to another CEO at a certain point, and right now it is a struggle bus for them. Their stock, you know, took a nosedive over the past week.
Well, Target did the same thing. They irritated this side, then they irritated that side.
Yeah,
like,
and Target has not recovered.
Yeah, why these corporations can't just do their jobs and not have to dabble in politics, I don't understand. Just do your job.
Why are they donating to campaigns?
I don't know.
And inaugurations, and again,
it's favoritism. Unless they need something,
they want to curry favor, of course, and they do it on both sides, and wherever, you know, the political pendulum is swinging that year.
I will tell you something. Having Bob Iger in charge when you did morning radio at KQRS was a really good thing back in the old days.
It's a different world now, though.
It's a different world. And he's also a lot older now.
Well, I suppose.
So it's like, I don't know.
I'm not kidding you. Bob Iger would call me, hey, happy Thanksgiving, Tom. Thanks. You have a great year. Hey, Merry Christmas, Tom. Continue go. Because I was one of those guys, I've been in the market so long. If they needed a special favor, I could always get it done because I've known everybody in town for so long. I don't know him anymore like I used to, but if he needed a favor, I could get it done in a heartbeat because people knew I wouldn't shove something down their throat and whatever. But every time I talked to Bob Iger, which is about 5 times a year, could not have been a nicer guy. But again,
and people really liked him.
Oh, that's when Disney was at its peak back then. I think.
Peak Disney was like, I don't know, 80 to 2010-ish.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I knew that Iger was in trouble when Michael Eisner spoke up. That was when I was like, nail is in the coffin. Michael Eisner's like, where is the leadership? When he tweeted that out about Disney, I was like, you're toast.
It's funny because when Bob Iger came back, everyone was like, hooray, Iger's back.
His Chapek was so bad.
Yep, but he's no better, really.
It's true. It's really, that whole thing is very sad because, like I said, it was so personal because I knew the guy and working for Disney or ABC Disney back in those days. Well, it still is ABC
It still
Disney.
is Disney, ABC, yeah.
Working for them was unbelievable because, again, you had the highest rated morning show in America. Whatever you needed, you got it. It was unbelievable.
A lot of those perks are gone. They really limit getting into the parks complimentary. I have friends who are cast members at Disneyland, and they used to be able to sign people in fairly often. It was no big deal, and now it's really, really limited. And the parks are overcrowded as it is.
Oh, really?
Terrible.
Yeah, especially Disneyland, because our footprint is so much smaller than the Florida parks, of course,
Right.
and they will oversell it, and people can't move, and it's uncomfortable. And you're having to buy lightning lanes, and if you stay at the Disney hotels now, you are not getting that early entry any longer. They've eliminated.
Really?
Not?
Yes.
Really?
You're kidding me.
That's tough.
Can you imagine you're spending $500 and up for a room, and you don't get that early entry and I think it's only an hour anyway. You don't get that perk any longer. That's crazy to me.
Sometimes it was an hour before, and sometimes it was an hour after, depending on how busy the parks were.
And instead, you're getting one lightning lane pass, like for one ride, not like for the whole one.
Yeah, that's just so chintzy, and they're so expensive. It just, it just taints the whole brand.
It does, and it's why a lot of people are starting to lean more heavily into Universal, and it's really interesting watching people go, you know what, Universal, the year-long pass, so much cheaper. I get so much more value out of it. And people are going over to that brand just because they're having a better time.
Well, and that whole thing is open now, isn't it? The giant mega park in Florida.
I think so. Yeah.
Epic. Yeah.
What's called Epic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to head up there and do that one of these days.
We just last year stayed at the Hard Rock right
Yeah,
there.
we did. We did
right at
Universal, but Epic wasn't open yet.
It was great. I mean, but it was really nice staying there.
Yeah.
Nice hotel.
It was really
Everybody
nice.
was very
Hard Rock
friendly.
hotels are very nice. I used to stay at the one in Vegas all the time, which they're now rebuilding. Great experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the Hard Rock at Universal, you could just walk right down into the park. It was really nice.
It's
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. No buses, no trams.
No, you had to take a bus,
not
a
at
boat.
Universal. Oh, you could.
You could take.
You didn't have to.
You didn't have to.
We just thought, boat ride.
Let's go take a boat ride. That was a lot more.
Maybe an 8-minute walk. No, there was really no reason to have a boat, but it was
Okay, let's spin it around the room. First time you ever went to Disney World, Disneyland, whatever. Have you all been there?
Yes.
I was what, 2? I don't know.
You were well, okay. The first time you remember going to Disney World.
First time God, that's a good question.
Yeah, long time
So,
ago.
Michael, first time you went to Disney World, how old were you?
Oh, I went to Disneyland as a kid.
Oh,
so that was like in early 70s, 71, 72
wow.
range. And then Disney World, I didn't get to till when the boys were 10 or so. So that would have been 2010, 11 range, someplace like that.
Did you love it?
Yeah, it was, you see it as an adult, so it's different.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
It's a lot different.
It is.
Yeah. So
Oh God, I remember as a kid being like all the rides, because every ride is made of like, what material is that they just like kind of shellac over to make all their sets?
Fiberglass.
Yeah, it's like but it's basically
Yeah.
all just like fiberglass. And as a kid, you remember you go on the Peter Pan ride and like there's real rocks and real trees everywhere, and you're transported into like they basically might as well have made a Cape indoors, complete with like real wildlife and stuff like that. And then you come back, and it's like it's all very, very obviously fake.
Well,
and it's kind of like it's neat seeing it through a different lens, because it's always nice to get a different perspective. But it's also kind of like, well, now when I think back to it as a kid, I don't see the reality anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Rides are so different than they were, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
A
go on
lot
some
of it's
rides now that
virtual
are
stuff.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is
They're so
that.
high tech. But have you ever gotten stuck on a Disney ride and they have to turn the lights on, and you see like the old ceiling tiles and the chips paint? It's really
Yeah.
sad.
I feel like Ratatouille, but that's in Epcot.
Yeah.
That's an amazing ride.
I love Ratatouille, the ride.
Ratatouille is
We all
the
do,
best
yeah.
ride in the world, I think.
I will
But-
say, so I went as an adult with Melissa. What was that, like 4 or 5 years ago?
I think somebody's here.
Before
I
kids.
think
Look like it.
it was before kids. Yes, it was. I think it was a little over 4 years ago.
Is there somebody here?
Knock, knock.
Is there a guest?
Yes,
guess.
it was
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
that's
be.
probably what it is.
So about a little over 4 years ago, we went for the first time in. It has to have been 20 years for me. I'm just going to
Come
turn off
on
the
in.
mic here.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
We was in.
So I went for the first time in a long, long time, and we went on a lot of the classic rides. Like we went on Carousel of Progress, and we went on the Peter Pan ride, and the stuff I remember from being a kid. But we also went on a bunch of rides that didn't exist when I was a kid. Like we went on that Star Wars where you go into the Millennium Falcon.
Oh yeah.
And I got to say, they did a really good job with the Millennium Falcon, like the model, and even
Rise
like
of the Resistance and all of that.
Yeah, and it like you go into the Millennium Falcon, it doesn't look like shellacked fiberglass. It looks like real props, and they probably are real props, to be honest. Like the crates and everything, they're probably actually, crates because they can afford that. Whereas, when did the Peter Pan ride come out? Like 50 years ago? The budget wasn't quite there at the time. So
think of how old it is when you go to Disneyland, and it was built by Walt Disney in the 50s.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is old.
Like if you definitely, they do look a lot better and a lot more realistic, even as an adult.
Yeah.
Let's see. Peter Pan's Flight, 1971. So 54 years ago.
There you go.
We skipped last year because the year before when we went to Disney World, I was like, everything looks so shabby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just
they're not keeping up with the maintenance. It's not as clean.
Yeah.
You would see one piece of trash and a cast member would run over and pick it up.
Yeah,
That does not happen anymore.
No.
Yeah.
See, one of the great things about Disney World, though, the first time we went, I think Andy was 6 and Alex was 4. That's about right, isn't it, Kathryn?
Yep.
So we go and we went into some princess castle or wherever it was. Alex is 4 years old. But again, family's a huge thing for me. So I could still feel it in my chest talking about this. Little 4-year-old Alex walks in, spots some princess,
whoever it is,
drops to her knees and puts her hands over her face. Oh, it's Princess so-and-so.
I thought it was Minnie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Minnie
too.
It was
She did
Minnie
Minnie
Mouse.
too.
I thought she was going to start to cry. So
she started crying
cute.
at Minnie Mouse.
She did.
She thought it was very, very. But that's the kind of place it should be.
Yeah.
You know?
The magic at Disney, at least when I was growing up, was amazing. We went to Disney World all the time because I was living in Massachusetts. But I mean, my first trip was to Disneyland. I was 18 months old. My parents brought me out to Disneyland. I went little. We have little tiny pictures of me dancing with Mickey Mouse back in that era, and old school photos of what used to be. It was the golf resort. I think it's now the military resort. Like it's the shades of green, where the military is allowed to stay for discounted prices. But it used to be the golf resort, which was a part of Disney, or the old Contemporary before it got renovated. Like we used to stay there all the time. Polynesian, like all of those older hotels.
Speaking of being an East Coaster, so I saw this. This is way off topic. There was somebody caught an orange lobster, and they said they're 1 in 100,000. I thought all lobsters were orange
when you cook them.
Brown. Yeah, they start off brown.
Yeah, when you pull them out, they're brown.
One in 30 million.
1 in 30 million.
That's amazing.
It was in the market, and somebody said, "That's an orange lobster. You can't kill that." So I guess they put it back in the ocean.
Oh, all right then.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a rare orange lobster named Clementine.
Clementine. That's so cute.
It looks like a cooked lobster, but they're
it does.
They're not supposed to.
They're all brown when you pull
them
out.
Turn red when you cook.
Oh,
there you go.
I don't have any.
You've seen like lobster tanks.
Yep.
I just think of lobsters being red because
that's true.
When I eat them, they're red.
That is true. Yeah. It's like the meme. It's like the meme where someone gets the ability to talk to fish, and he's talking to a salmon, and he's like, "Yo, we have a color named after you," and the salmon's like, "Oh, it must be silvery like my scales," and he's like, because the salmon color is named after salmon meat,
right?
Which, yeah. So as a salmon, not a great thing to learn.
All right, quick wrap up on the Alex part of it. When she went and then she dropped to her knees and covered her face and all the rest of it. I just, honest to God, many years later, she has a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. And we go on, what's the name of that train that goes through the mountains so quickly?
Oh, you're talking, it was...
Great Thunder Mountain?
I think it
Thunder
was...
Mountain, yeah.
Yeah, it was that. Now
Thunder
it's something else, right?
No, it's still Great Thunder Mountain.
Oh, okay.
I think you're thinking of Splash Mountain.
No,
that's what I'm thinking of.
Splash Mountain is now the Moana.
Tiana's. It's Tiana's.
But yeah, it was Big Thunder Mountain. It was the mine cart cave thingy, right?
Yeah, that's Great Thunder Mountain, which still exists. Yeah.
So we get on Thunder Mountain, and right in front of me is Dan and his 5-year-old little boy, Seiji. And then Kathryn and Alex and Fawn and everybody were up front of that. So I'm right behind Dan and Sage, and that thing takes off very quickly and turns on its side. Remember, like that? All I heard going into the mountain was this little voice go, "Jesus Christ." He was shocked.
I have the video. I wonder if I can find the video.
They shouldn't let little kids on this ride.
That's what he said.
What's going on?
Jesus.
See that? How can you not
said it
love
over
kids?
and over.
My God. What entertainment.
Yeah.
It's magnificent.
It's like having a kitten.
It's like
Exactly.
So Alex and Sage, there's mom and son, both reacting in an odd way.
Yeah.
At Disney World.
It's genetic.
Yes, it's genetic. That's exactly right. But I loved working for Disney. I worked, ABC Disney, but I loved working for Disney. I did some voiceover for them for a while, which was very cool. To be the voice at Disney for a while was really cool. I've had a hell of a life, got to be honest with you.
Yeah, and you were there in the good era, so that's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was the good era.
I know. It was
was.
very disappointing when they sold off a lot of their radio
God.
affiliates. It was like,
Yeah.
why?
They did.
It was such a great thing. Free
Well, and
Disney.
it's crazy just to watch. Like, so many people didn't understand what affiliates were in this whole Kimmel situation, and really people understanding like how affiliates work has been a really interesting topic of discussion over the last couple of weeks. I think people just assume that like ABC owns everything.
Yeah,
Not that
right.
a lot of ABC stations are owned by affiliates.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
God, it's so amazing. That's all getting lost now because obviously when I was a kid, it was ABC, NBC, and CBS. And then you throw the public station on there.
Mhm.
And now even finding those, dialing through on your home screen or whatever, it's just buried among 100 other stations.
It's true. I mean, it's not like you turn on the TV in the morning and go, I'm going to watch the Today Show or Good Morning America. I mean,
Nope.
I remember that being on our little tiny
Oh,
kitchen
yeah.
TV as I ate breakfast and got ready for school. My mom got us, all out the door. That doesn't happen anymore. I mean, I'm sure some households still watch it, but I certainly don't turn it on.
No.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. It's nice to talk about this stuff because going to Disney World is fun. There's no question about that. Some people, I guess, don't like it. I have a friend who does not ever want to go there.
It was great when it was COVID years and it was at half capacity.
Yes.
It wasn't
That's the
because
time
they
to go.
did those. No, we went and it was horrible. They had all these things shut down, and so you had to go in
That
a
is
single
true,
line,
yeah.
and you had a social distance.
Yep.
It was not good.
Well, like I talked about going on the Star Wars ride and how like cool it looked, but the ride itself was not good because the Star Wars ride there's 6 seats. So there's like one person steers up and down, one person's left and right, and there's gunners and other crap. I don't know what it is. But the ride is designed for all 6 people to do their job. You're like the crew. But because of COVID, only family units could go in. And the family unit was me and Melissa.
Oh, God.
So 4 out of 6 of the seats were vacant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which means like
they
I could
didn't-
only steer up and down. And then Melissa was like a gunner, but only on one side of the ship. So the whole time it was like, we can barely even operate this at all.
Yeah.
COVID's like a fever dream at this point. Like when I look
I
at
know.
snapshots now of like all of us in masks, I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, I know. We have pictures of us going to like national parks and we're just in masks and no one's
Yeah.
there. And it's like, I don't know. It was so stupid.
It was stupid.
So stupid.
It was.
Glad it's over.
Look at this, Kristyn. We're getting you out on time and everything. Maybe the first time ever
It's because we weren't live on time.
live on
Yeah,
time.
that helps a
Dum, dum,
lot.
dum.
So you'll be around tomorrow again.
I sure will.
Magda. I wouldn't mind talking about Disney for another week. I'm
Yeah,
a
they're
huge
doing-
Disney fan.
Yeah. I follow a lot of Disney World things on social media, and they are doing some stuff. So hopefully they're going to improve it
Get some
quickly.
stuff together. All right, young lady. We'll see you tomorrow.
Excellent. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you,
See ya.
Kristyn Burtt, ladies and
Bye.
gentlemen. Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Andy, I need you to do me a favor and look up a video of David Fry. It's a baseball deal, but don't tell anyone. I want to run it up on. You can run that on the screen, can't you?
With sufficient time.
What happened to him?
David Fry?
Holy Hannah. Don't say a word about it because I saw it this morning. He's a baseball player. So look for it during the break.
I think maybe I found it.
Okay, don't play it.
I don't know if I can download it though. I'll have to find out. Maybe.
Why can't you download it? It's national news.
Because you can't just like download any video you want. I have to find a way to get to the video, but that's
okay. Why don't we take a break and we'll figure out if we can get that cooking because I could not believe what happened to him. Holy Hannah. All right, you want to take a break?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Let me tell you about my bank. That'd be North American Banking Company. When it comes to banking, it's up.
Sorry.
Really? What a professional. You know what I mean?
Turn my mic off.
Let me start at the Kathryn
Let's
take
just turn
part
all the mics
2.
off.
Let me tell you about my bank, North American Banking Company. When it comes to banking, it's all about trust, and that's what you get with them. They've been around since 1998, and they're always making it clear. They're here to give you a better banking experience with a focus on the local community, and you won't be dealing with some AI chatbot. You'll get straight answers and quick decisions from real people that you know in your situation and are always ready to help. So if you're tired of the big national banks and want something better, stop by and see my friends at North American Banking Company. Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. You really have to lick my arm when I'm reaching for the. He is That's why I have these pillows on me because he will not stop licking my arms and legs. Jude.
There's 2 of us now.
Tyson Schnitker, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
You know Michael Bryant?
We just met, but I think we've run into each other somewhere. I don't know why.
Don't know. Okay.
Probably. Did you have to sue Michael? Is that what it was?
I don't think
Sued him
your
for-
transmitter's on, Mom.
My transmitter is on.
Well, then Michael's isn't on. Someone's isn't on.
Mine's on.
Mine's
on.
Mine's green.
I got 3, 4, and 5.
Turn on.
I got 3s on.
Yours died? Oh,
Oh,
well.
wait. Oh, there it is.
Oh, so it wasn't on. I was
So it
right.
wasn't
Sorry.
on. You were right about that. Did you find what I was looking
I've
for,
never
Andy?
done this before.
I found it, but I don't think I have a way to show it to the audience.
Really?
I could show it to you guys, but not the audience.
Yeah, but see, why not?
It's just not how it works.
Well, if you tell them what that's there, I'm sure people can find it. But
Yeah, but to show it on the screen here would be amazing.
well,
I
Okay,
can
so
keep
we're-
looking. I can keep working
What
on
is
it,
it?
but I'm not going to.
Well, no, you want to play it now, and then people can look for it themselves. I cannot believe how much this must have hurt. That's all I have to say.
Oh.
Yeah, I can just put it up on screen, and then our audience can just
Yeah, and then they can look for it.
they
You
can
tell them
look
where to
for it. So just all I did was Google David Fry, and I found it instantly. So if you guys want to watch it after we watch it, I'm going to put it up
He
here.
plays for Cleveland, right? He's a Cleveland player.
Yeah, Cleveland.
It
was in Cleveland.
Unfolded at Progressive Field
Guardians
for the
versus
Guardians
Tigers.
6.
Okay, watch what happens to David Fry.
All right, we're going to play
Holy
this.
Hannah.
Designated hitter.
Here he goes, and
Ooh, right in the
Oh,
face.
Son
God.
of a-
Wow, pitch right in the face.
and the
Even
pitcher's
the
like,
pitcher
oh
reacted.
god.
Yeah,
Oh,
even the pitcher, but it looked like that was Google.
Yep.
Looked like
Yeah, everyone's like, oh
did it
my
hit his
god.
bat and go up to his
No.
face, or did it
Yeah.
go? Oh no,
no.
straight
I
in the
think-
face.
oh,
it was
right
straight in the face.
Ah.
Right.
How
in
the
the
hell did he
face.
get hit right in the face?
I know. It's like,
Well,
God.
he's-
Oh, look at it. Take it away.
His
Like,
Taking him
bunting
away.
Basically stuck his face right.
Well, but he's like looking right at it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
That'd be
99-mile-an-hour
can we do it?
pitch.
Run it
so-
one more time, Andy, and then we'll move on.
Oh,
I
Lord
promise.
Almighty! Everyone listening is like, "What am I even
There,
looking at?"
watch it.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Right in the face.
I'm surprised you lived through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I linked it.
What was crazy? Doug Griffin got hit in the face by Nolan Ryan, broke his jaw. He was out for, I think he was out for like 6 months. And when he came back, his first at bat was against Nolan Ryan, and he stood in there, which must have just been
PTSD.
I mean, just to go right back into the fire like that,
Here we go.
that was something.
What if I do this? Share screen.
But yeah, broke his jaw.
Okay.
It's like racing drivers getting back in the seat after a bad crash. I don't know how
What
they
if
do
I
it.
do?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
is this
absolutely.
Is this gonna work?
Oh, Andy's working through it. He's working through it, trying to get our audience to be able to see it.
So if I put this up, I'm gonna pause it
I
here.
think it was Lou Boudreau that was watching Nolan Ryan warm up, and he took himself out of the lineup. So you watch him throw the ball all over the place.
So what happens if I do
That'll
this?
do it.
Oh, here we go.
Look
I'm
at this.
presenting it.
Yeah.
So they
Look at
can
that.
see it at home.
Look at how cool this
Watch
is.
this.
Watch
Thanks,
this.
Dave.
It's hideous.
And bang.
Oh,
Right in
Yeah.
the
Just the
face.
reaction for the pitcher.
Oh,
I know everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone in the
Yeah,
field.
exactly.
Watch what everyone in the field's doing. They're all like,
my
"Oh
God. Is there any report on how he's doing today?
Let's see.
I mean, his whole face got smoked.
I will de-present that
Ow.
and do some more research.
Ouch.
David
Yeah.
Fry. He was ejected from the game for some mysterious reason.
He
Fry
was?
Well, no, I mean, like he
Ejected?
wasn't ejected. He
No.
exited.
Okay,
the
Oh,
game.
yeah, it went out.
Well,
that
yeah.
ambulance probably took
Uh,
care of that.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
doesn't need surgery.
Oh,
Oh, good.
It's got to be
Um,
Willis Reed to come back on the field.
Yeah,
Oh.
facial and nasal fractures, but no surgery.
Ooh.
So
Facial
broke his
nasal.
nose.
hey, he's lucky then if he got a
Probably
fracture.
broke a
Well, the
cheekbone.
problem with those fractures in the nasal areas is they can create problems into your sinuses
Yep.
Oh,
forever.
Yep.
You know, you suddenly get that leakage that you didn't have before. Holy cow, that's a horrible injury.
Baseballs are like rocks too, 90
Oh, yeah.
miles an hour.
That's no joke.
No,
Nope.
no.
I don't know if I don't think it showed it on the video, but that pitch that hit him right in the face was 99 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Holy
They
Wow.
got on him quick.
cow.
Yeah, Ethan throws a toy at me at 10 miles an hour. It hurts, I mean.
It hurts
Yeah,
like
there
hell.
you go.
Yeah.
So,
There
who do
you
we have
have
in
it.
studio with us now that we've
Tyson
watched that?
Schnitker. That's who we have in
Our
studio
Thanks for
with.
having me back.
guest, Yeah.
With a report.
Yeah, last we
Yeah.
talked to you, you were
I was-
prepping, you were getting mentally prepared to have a lung
Yeah, you were on
transplant.
oxygen.
I was terminally ill on oxygen, and
Yeah.
Oh.
and now, as far as I know, I'm not.
That's
so
good.
it's
Well, you're not on oxygen at least. so-
no,
He's
just
still
not-
on oxygen, just not producing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm on the
We're
same
all
oxygen
on
everybody
oxygen.
else
Yeah, but
is.
if they got you out of oxygen, that's quite the surgery. But,
Yeah.
you know.
So,
There you have it.
so how long ago did you have the surgery?
I think it's about 110 days ago. It was June 8th, the evening of that. I went in because I do the transplants overnight because they're not getting tied up with the OR schedules. They can,
Sure.
if something takes 4 hours longer,
Yep.
Mhm.
the OR is open.
Well, you were on like what, a week before?
Yeah, I wasn't. I
not-
wasn't.
It
I
was
wasn't-
not long.
Yeah, I was with you guys pretty shortly beforehand. And
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got put on the list on Friday, June 6th at about 6 p.m. and
Oh.
2 a.m. on Sunday. I got the phone call. They said, when can you get to the hospital? And I said, about 15 minutes because I live downtown and was going to U of M Fairview.
Okay.
And said, how about 8 o'clock in the morning? I said, I guess I'll try and sleep.
Oh, how
which I-
could you sleep?
I did.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh, good
it's,
for you. I don't
it took
think
me
I
a little
would
bit
be able to.
fall
Yeah.
asleep. And my wife was able to as well.
Well, and plus you were going to get like what, 5-6 hours of sleep later that night
That's true.
anyway.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
Be
So,
anesthetized.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
you're gonna
The
sleep.
deepest
that's true.
sleep there is.
Exactly.
to bring it back to the beginning, Tyson, what happened years ago?
So I basically this whole process is only about 18 months old for me, which is really weird to think about. In December of 2020, I got an average case of COVID that I just never seemed to recover from. And my wife got COVID. It knocked her down, and she's a very active person, and she would be out of breath from walking the block as well. And she got better. I didn't. So I went to the emergency room a couple times and got turned away because right in the middle of cold, flu,
Oh,
pneumonia,
yeah.
COVID, everything. And then finally I got an ER that was, willing to do a little bit more workup on me. And when I got to the chest CT scan, that's when their mood suddenly shifted and was like, this is serious. We don't have anything to treat you with here. I'm like, oh, shoot.
Oh,
Mm.
So I went to the VA and they basically said the same thing. Hey, we don't have the ability to treat you here. You need to go to the U of M. I started off with, it's lung disease, and we're going to, try and get you treated, stabilized, and, figure out what's going on. And thought I was getting better in 2024 until kind of about mid-December. Just thought I picked up a little, chest congestion.
Sure.
But that was actually kind of the downward slide of the disease. And over the first 6 months of this year, it just progressively went more and more. I got placed on oxygen. I can't remember if it was March or April. And then by, that was just for working out. And then by May, it was, I needed just to sit and have a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got it.
So you were on the list for how long for a lung transplant?
32 hours, which is, it's not unheard of to be that short, but it's not common. They predicted 2 to 3 months.
Oh.
Wow. Yes, I did not expect that. And suddenly texted my employees on Sunday morning from the hospital and said, hey, I'll see you guys in about 3 months.
That's amazing.
I stopped in a couple times sooner than that. And the week I got out of the hospital, I stopped in briefly to say hi. So
are you back to work and everything?
Yeah.
Just like life is normal.
Kind of. It's definitely a different normal. There's always ups and downs with a transplant. You just got a lifetime.
Sure.
I'm on immune suppressants and
Yep.
bunch of other drugs, and that makes you susceptible to things. I've picked up it's a non-contagious bacterial infection in my lungs, so I got to go see infectious disease next week, and then a week from Monday, I've got a bronchoscopy in the surgical ward. I've got a little narrowing of part of my airway, so they might go in and put a stent in to open that up. And it's just normal part of life for me.
Okay.
What I want to know is, so you wake up, you got new lungs. How, were you just breathing
No.
Well, I mean, once you got de-intubated and stuff.
Right,
It's a very good question. So I'd heard a lot of people say that their new lungs after a transplant feel completely different. To me, I feel my, other than a little tightness in the chest and stuff, it feels completely like my old lungs to me.
That's great.
So the one thing that just felt, I'll never forget this, is when they extubated me. I can't remember if it was the first or second time. I had a few problems in the hospital.
You sent me the email with that whole story.
The novel,
so I could probably tell you which time it was. Yeah.
And but they extubated me, and the ICU was really cold. It had to be 60, 65 degrees down there.
Yep.
It felt great to me, but they extubated me, and I took this breath in through my nose, and just this cold winter air going through your entire passages just felt great. And then they put this high flow oxygen on me with my next breath, and it was warm, humidified air. So that was the end of that. But just that cold feeling rushing through my nose and everything felt absolutely amazing.
So because you hadn't been able to take a full breath in how long?
It's kind of weird. So when you get a lung transplant, you're actually not back to normal at first.
Okay.
Your lungs take time to kind of open back up. The tiniest structures in the alveoli kind of collapse a little bit, so they have to kind of pop open a little bit over time. Then they kind of have to grow into your chest a little bit. So I'm still not at full capacity yet. I'm at about 75, 80% lung capacity. When I started, I was probably right in the hospital early on, probably 15% or so.
Yeah.
Are you doing occupational therapy stuff to get them stronger and stronger?
Yeah, it's basically just working out, and then I've got a couple devices at home that use to test and kind of strengthen it.
You have one of those little blow tube things?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
that's just amazing.
Yeah,
thank God.
It's absolutely awesome. It's I never want to go through it again, but I'm very fortunate to have gotten to experience it, to still be here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that need a lung transplant, unfortunately,
Really?
for a lot of different reasons.
I didn't know that.
From financial reasons, from you got to have somebody that cares for you at home for a few months afterwards, and a lot of people just don't have that. They don't have a family, or their family isn't maybe alcoholics, or just not willing to help them out.
If you live by yourself, I mean, you can't get a transplant. You're gonna go home, and you're not gonna be able to do anything for yourself. And
correct.
Yeah,
you need to have somebody or have the funds to have that.
Wouldn't they put somebody in a rehab place where
Sometimes
they would get care?
It all depends on if you have the insurance and the money to cover it. It's really sad. It's seeing the amount of people that unfortunately die because they just can't afford it.
Right.
And my transplant,
I did not know that happened.
The 3 weeks in the hospital, I just got the bill for that the other day. It was I think 1.3 million, just a little bit shy of that. I'm surprised it didn't just round up.
So you hit your deductible is what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, and then some. It's
there you go.
the U of M Blue Cross Blue Shield took them off their like preferred list specifically just for lung transplants right before I had mine. So that was a $30,000 deductible on top of my usual deductible. But we had a good friend of ours, a company called Shinebox in Minneapolis, did a GoFundMe for us, and that helped cover basically everything. And then we our employees are absolutely fantastic because they basically ran a distillery and cocktail bar by themselves for the last 3 months.
That's great.
So we gave any leftover money to them. We figured that coming away from this completely broke is the way to do it. So everyone got a bonus, and we're just fortunate overall for everything.
Yeah,
it's absolutely amazing.
Because one of the challenges I remember with your transplant is you had to find somebody tall, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tall, the right blood type, tissue types, and just
Laundry's
trying to.
done.
Yes. The door was left open behind you guys.
And yes, that can definitely pose complications. But I was very, very fortunate on that.
Oh, yeah.
I need you to do me a favor, though. You have to do this.
Yes, sir.
Because it's going to happen at some point. Some kid, you're going to be at a park or whatever, and you'll come upon some kid that's whining about this, that. You can go, what happened? Oh, I twisted my leg. Ooh.
Try having a lung transplant.
Yeah, it's definitely, the one thing is I get a lot of people that talk to me and say, they start, talking about their back or their foot or something. They're like, well, it's nothing compared to yours. I'm like, well, it's just true, but at the same time,
pain. I mean,
you're still
relative.
Exactly. That's a problem that affects you, and it doesn't mean that it's any more or less important just because of what I had. But it definitely puts things into perspective. I didn't post about this on social media at all, but one of my complications I had when they took out my urinary catheter after surgery, which is relatively painless. One of the medications they gave me in surgery caused my prostate to swell, so I couldn't urinate, and so I needed a new catheter put in.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
you're awake for that one.
It was so swollen. It took 5 people 7 attempts to get it in. Finally, the urologist.
Oh, lucky you.
She said, we have a problem. It's mostly a you problem. Is that you need a catheter? She said, I'm gonna put it in. I'm like, so at this point, I've got to pee very badly too.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, need you to do whatever you need to do. Grab onto the railings. Just don't grab onto me.
Scream.
She said, scream as loud as you want. Call me whatever you need to call me.
There you go.
I swear she left the room and came back on horseback, like knight in shining armor with the jousting thing with the catheter on the end of that. But she got it in. I very much appreciate that.
And that was on a whole lot of pain meds. So.
I wasn't on too many, actually.
No, really?
Yeah, my pain was a 0 the entire time.
Wow, that is surprising.
Yeah, it blew me away too, because I'm, if you can see on the screen, I'm basically cut from armpit to armpit.
Yeah.
Just that alone would be.
They open you up that way.
You'd think.
And I've had next to no pain. I had 3 broken ribs from it. That was painful afterwards when I'd cough and try and figure out which ones to kind of brace. Exactly. But puts things in perspective is that if I need 4 catheters in a day, that's a piece of cake. I've gone through worse.
Sorry.
Very quickly, Tyson, you were in June or May?
It was May.
Will tell you
May.
exactly when he
May.
was on.
So it was May. Tell me the date, and then I got to make my statement here.
Let's see. Episodes. Schnitker. That would be May 28th.
May 28th.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that was right before.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was like within a week, I think.
Yeah. And my memory of that time is a little bit of a blur. But...
Yeah.
So 4 months later, and I am not making this up, you look about 10 years younger.
You
than
do
you
look
did.
a lot different.
You do.
I mean, the oxygen tube makes it on my face.
The oxygen tube
certainly
adds 10
helps.
years.
You look a lot younger than you did 4 months ago.
Thank you.
You probably have a lot more color to your skin.
Yeah,
probably. I've got less color because I need to stay out of the sunlight now. I'm very susceptible to skin cancer from the medication.
Yeah.
So I'm
Really?
Why? It's just one of the medications makes you susceptible to highly susceptible to skin cancer.
I have a nice self tanner I can recommend.
Nice. It's I'm gonna be pretty pasty, and I like being outside.
Better than having skin cancer.
Exactly. SPF 50, but lost a lot of muscle weight. That was surprising.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'd heard people having to relearn how to walk, and I had to do the same thing too. Taking the first step or two was absolutely brutal. I just was exhausted afterwards. Just the amount of muscle you lose from laying there, and when you're on the ECMO machine, and your body's basically taking all its resources and putting it into repairing you. The doctor said your body is basically running a marathon every single day, just trying to. My heart rate was resting at 120, 130. My blood pressure was high, and they're just feeding me with calories. And I'm still I had a 10-pound weight restriction on my upper body for 90 days, and so this is all just, there's nothing there.
I feel your pain.
My forearms are bigger than my biceps just because I can grab onto things. But I lost a lot of muscle, and it's like, okay, picking things up that I used to be able to pick up. I'm like, help me.
Well,
it is crazy how quickly you can lose that all.
Yeah.
Just had lung transplants.
Yeah.
So I think you can give yourself some time.
A little bit.
See, if it were me, I'd be in a plastic bubble with filtered air for
really.
I'd be like, I can't have any pollen, no germs.
There's definitely a life balance with that. It's like at home, I've got all these HEPA filters and everything, which is great when we had the Canadian smoke. But
yeah.
That was. Did they tell you to just stay inside?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And
well,
they told everyone to stay inside. They were like, don't go outside if you don't have to. So I can't imagine.
And I felt fine at home, and my HEPA filters, the little monitoring LED on it was blue, which is good, apparently. But yeah, it's all, it's all kind of moderation. Is that as far as safety goes, like I gotta I wear a fanny pack now with medications in it and a bunch of sanitizer, and right now I should be masked up, but we've got 4 people in this room. It's pretty low risk. If I go into a grocery store, then I'm masked up. I was at Costco right before here. But there's always this delicate balance of what risk are you willing to take.
Okay.
It's your life. It's up to you, really.
Exactly. And if people want to live in a bubble, that's perfectly fine. If people want to be reckless, well, I guess that's their choice. But there's also the definition of what is reckless.
Right. I'm sure the transplant committee wouldn't be super happy if you went and went to a bunch of concerts and stuff after you recovered.
Absolutely.
And so a year is going to look a lot different than now, I would think.
A little bit. So as far as what I know is right now there's this balance of the doctors have me on immunosuppressants, which keeps my body from
rejecting
the lungs.
Sure. And that's forever.
Exactly. It's forever. I'm on 3 medications for the rest of my life for that. Well, the problem is if we put you on too many anti-rejection drugs or immunosuppressants, then my body is susceptible to every tiny little bug and disease. So we want a little bit of immune system, but not rejection. So it's kind of like balancing that system until they find it right.
Do you have any food restrictions or
a lot?
Really?
What do you have to deal with?
Yeah, I was gonna ask actually. I mean, you own a distillery. Question. Can you drink alcohol?
A little bit. They haven't told me it'll kill me, so I think that's. I've been meaning to ask my nurse. So Vicky, if you're watching or listening, I'm going to be sending you a message that I've been meaning to for. So yeah, I'll have little tiny sips to for quality, and most time I spit it out if I can. But it's a lot of restrictions, and it's basically mostly for foodborne illnesses.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 3 major foods that I have to avoid are well, that's that one hurts.
Yeah.
It's pomegranate, grapefruit, and passion fruit. Those interfere with the anti-rejection drugs.
Yeah.
Grapefruit's a weird thing, man.
Yeah.
All the things that it does that are.
I had a half gallon of that the week before my transplant because I'm like, I might, I'm sure I'm gonna have a craving for grapefruit right afterwards.
Yeah. What's the other one? Statins. You can't have grapefruit.
Yeah.
Grapefruit interferes with a lot of
Yeah.
different medications.
So and then there's a lot of little ones that I, like tea can interfere with the rejections. I can't have herbal teas, and I'm hoping I can have green tea and matcha sometime. And then a lot of food restrictions. So one of the big ones are basically pregnancy precautions for listeria.
Yeah.
Listeria is something, as long as you all have a good functioning immune system, you don't have to worry about too much.
Sure.
But me, if I get listeria, it's a 30% mortality rate.
Oh, wow.
Which is the risk is extreme. Because I was talking with my transplant doc about, will I be able to have sushi again? That's one of my major questions when they told me to get a transplant. When can I go to Japan again? And when can I have sushi? And he said the risk of getting it is relatively low as long as you're getting it from a good restaurant. But the danger if you do get the bug is, he's like extreme.
Okay.
He said after, 10 years or so and you want to treat yourself and go to a place that you know is good, then you can have it. But
10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know lunch meat's probably off the table, huh?
Yeah, I've got a. I was just making a sandwich
all the time, doesn't it?
Well, it's not recalls. It's Melissa couldn't eat lunch meat without microwaving it until it was steaming first.
Correct.
Because something about like it's not cooked the same way. It's like cured and salted and preserved, but it's not cooked the right way to kill listeria.
Correct.
So a lot of lunch meat has it on it, but it's a very small amount that most people never would notice.
Lunch meat.
Yeah.
I know. She was microwaving it. And I was like, I don't know. That just doesn't. I just rather not eat lunch meat.
I was making a sandwich the other day, and I was taking, opening up the packages, and I'm like, okay, a couple slices for, the plate to be microwaved, and I'm like, I'm tempted to, I want to take a slice for myself, like any sane person does. You eat a couple slices of that, but
not anymore.
Can't. I got to drink bottled water for the rest of my life. Tap water is off limits. Can't have water.
Reverse osmosis.
Can still the microbes can still live in the tubes and stuff like that.
I didn't know that one. Wow.
I forgot about that one. That one possibly was why I've got the bacterial infection of the lungs, which can be serious. We'll find out next week. But no having soda from soda fountain machines at bars or restaurants, no water at restaurants, no ice at restaurants or gas stations, anything like that.
Jeez.
No salads, basically, because you don't know how it was washed and prepared.
Yeah.
All right.
My infant son likes to eat grass off of the ground. Can you do that?
Probably not. I haven't asked about that one. I asked about going to visit my mother who winters in Arizona. I just had a conversation with my nurse about that. She said, okay, well, there's a thing called valley fever you need to watch out for with dust.
My mother got that, and she was sick for a long time.
Yeah, I'd never even heard about
valley
that.
Fever.
What's valley fever?
It's something that lives in the soil in
the Southwest.
In the Southwest, and when they're doing a lot of construction, and it's getting whipped up in the air, or when they have one of their dust storms that come through, a lot of people get sick. Yeah.
And I've never heard of it. And then
coccidioidomycosis.
That sounds right.
So it's a fungus.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And we have to take a break here.
Yeah, we
We'll be right back
probably
in a
ought
couple
to.
of minutes.
And then
I like it when it goes long.
We're going to add a special guest when we come back.
We are?
Yeah, he's right there. See? They don't know, but we know.
Who's that guy? I haven't seen him in a while.
Who could that be?
We'll be right back right after this.
Why should your business bank with North American Banking Company? Here's Pete Wolf, owner of Robinson Rubber of Robbinsdale.
I partnered with North American Banking Company because I was able to talk to the president, and I know they have my back. They are much easier to talk to than those larger banks. The openness and flexibility has been the best part of banking with North American Banking Company. They understand small to medium businesses. No matter what part of the bank I am working with, North American Banking Company has the latest technology and friendly staff. I would absolutely recommend North American Banking Company to any of my closest colleagues if they want to have peace of mind in their business.
So why not bank where I bank, with my friends at North American Banking Company? To learn more about North American Banking Company, go to nabanco.com. That's nabanco.com, or do what I do and stop by any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah.
You're listening to us, your customers are listening to us, and they'll hear me promote your business. Tom Bernard Podcast attracts thousands of listeners who are loyal, engaged, and ready to support businesses they trust. Our podcast has helped numerous businesses increase traffic, sales, brand recognition. We're not just about ads. We're about results. That's a very, very big difference. Whether you're a local business or, national brand, we offer custom advertising packages designed to fill your unique needs, fit right in with your unique needs and goals. Our audience spans multiple demographics, allowing you to target your ideal customers with precision, from millennials to baby boomers and everyone in between. With the broad reach of the show, the passionate following, your business will see increased visibility and awareness, translating into more customers and sales. So you ready to get started? Visit TomBernardShow.com, click on the Partner tab, and let's discuss how we can work together to grow your business.
Maybe you could reconsider all the love you
We are back. Oh, look, who's this? Who's this, Hunyuk?
Ooh, look at that spooky background.
That's a spooky background.
Ooh.
Well, I got a certain degree of notoriety I have to stay up with, and creepiness is my name, right?
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good.
Magnificent. We have a very special guest in studio who I saw about 5 months ago, and I thought I might never see him alive again.
Yeah, you never know.
I didn't think that. I had confidence.
You almost didn't.
I'm honest to God. It's very, very spooky, just like those things behind Dave.
True.
That's the real spooky is
It's so great, though,
not having lungs.
that medicine has come this far, because I would imagine 50 years ago, you'd had no shot.
Oh, yeah.
Pulmonary fibrosis was a death sentence not that long ago.
I think you did their first one in 87.
Oh, really?
So really,
87.
Yeah,
Wow.
not that long ago.
Yeah, and it was
Crazy.
still pretty experimental back then.
Unbelievable. So, Dave, how are you doing?
Darkness Dave.
I'm doing well. It's been a busy year, but things are finally coming full circle. And the TV program I spent the last year filming is about to start airing tomorrow on Stream Beacon TV, a brand new streaming service that's all focused on paranormal, true crime, and horror.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's not a bad deal. What was that guy's name on SCTV again? Kids, a real scary movie.
Count Floyd.
Count Floyd.
Oh,
That's what it was.
boy,
Count Floyd.
jeez.
I
You
love
used to
that.
do that all the time.
Oh, I love that show. I thought that
Constantly
show
did
was
that for
wonderful.
years.
Kids, a real scary movie. So you're coming up on it now. We're only about a little over a month away from your big day, Halloween.
Yeah.
So what do you get? You got something planned this year?
Nothing particularly. I mean, that's like the one couple of days I like to take off in the month of October to spend with family. So the rest of the month is I'm booked and on the road a lot, and I'm doing the press junket right now for the new TV series Paranormal Mysteries. And then in October, on October 18th, I have a documentary that will be premiering at the Twin Cities Film Fest called Outer Edge, and we're going to be there. It's kind of an interesting look at the paranormal, and a lot of it takes place right here in Minnesota. I go up to the Palmer House with the crew. I also take them out to Warren, Minnesota, to the famous site of the Warren UFO incident.
Oh, right, yeah.
1979, and we have Echo Bodine and Scott Walter and a few other great guests that join us along the way. Dalen Spratt from the Ghost Brothers. So it was really a lot of fun putting that together last year as well, and now hopefully it'll do well at the film festival, and we'll get a good turnout, and maybe use this as a backdoor pilot to start a new series.
Yes.
Tell us more about your show.
Well, Paranormal Mysteries, which airs tomorrow, and it'll air every Friday until Halloween night, when the final season wrap up will be for season 1, is Cindy Kaza, the medium, Shane Pittman, the paranormal tech, and myself are back together. We were on the show, The Holzer Files, together, and then Cindy and I did Ghosts of Devil's Perch, and it's been about 1.5 years, 2 years since everything's settled down, and we missed doing it and working together, so we all came back together to film a new series. And this time we're opening our own files and going out and looking at some really bizarre hauntings. We visit Ashmore Estates out in Illinois, which actually used to be owned by one of my family members, and I never got a chance to visit it when he owned it. But we went in at the behest of the owner, saying that something strange is amping up in his location. And for the second episode, we actually follow the strangeness trail right to his home. And we investigate Robin Terry's home at the R Theater in Illinois as well. Then we're off to the Pauley Jail in Alabama. We visit Savannah, to America's Most Haunted House, the Sorrel Weed House. And then our final 2 episodes, we go to the hospital on College Hill in West Virginia, and then wrap up with the Ura Shrine in Tennessee. And we really do a lot of different types of investigations this time around. And it's not just ghosts, it's possible alien, interdimensional beings, other creatures. So it's going to be kind of a fun opportunity to see us out of our comfort zones and doing something a little different.
Where can you find it, Dave?
If people go check out streambeacontv.com, Stream Beacon TV, or just whip out your smart device and look up Beacon TV. You can subscribe to that and stream it on any of your social or on any of your platforms, smart devices, and you can also cast it to your TV. But it's available for Roku and Fire Stick and all of the normal things you would have plugged into your TV to watch as well. So it's a 6-episode series. We're hoping will go well, and maybe we'll have 10 episodes in season 2.
Somebody will pick it up.
Yeah, it's a great idea. I would say with the way people are headed right now, the spookiest thing in the world would be the far right and the far left.
My God.
Honest to God. It's like, you people calm down. There are Democrats and there are Republicans. Love them. But you people are way over
Stop
the top.
watching the news in the morning.
Well,
That's why I stick in the paranormal realm, because the scariest thing I have to deal with are werewolves and vampires and zombies and ghosts, and that's much more refreshing than most of the.
Well, I don't know. When Twilight came out, it was all about vampires versus werewolves. Who's Bella going to get with? So I mean, there's drama there too.
There's drama,
but a lot more tolerable, and they all came together in the end, which I don't know is ever going to happen here.
That's true. They all had to fight against the guy whose name I can't remember.
The guy whose name
I was never that into Twilight. Melissa had me watch them like 6-7 years
That
ago.
seemed like a girl thing.
They weren't as bad as I was expecting. I mean, they were fine.
You know
The
what?
part where he had to do a vampire C-section on her was kind of weird, but
So
other
judgy. So
other than that, she was giving birth, and he goes like down underneath the shot of the camera, and a bunch of blood spurts out, and he rises back up, and his mouth is bloody, and they deliver the baby, and I'm like, what in the hell?
Okay, Dave doesn't do any of that stuff.
No.
That's why we're holding that off for season 2, the vampire C-section.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So when do you enter? It's actually Halloween season. Is it October 1st, the 10th? When is it?
For me, it's the beginning of August, all the way from August 1st until about November 15th.
There you go.
My busiest time of year, because people are really amping up. People love Halloween.
I do, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they love the spooky season. So we're going to keep stretching it. Eventually, I think it'll begin in May and end just about April 1st. I think that's when we're going to see the full spectrum of the spookiness at its peak, because people just love it. It's a good distraction. Everybody loves a good scare, something that they can walk away from. And, that's why thrill rides and horror movies and things like that are always so popular. People just love that escapism.
Well, in Minnesota, the weather's perfect too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is the best time of year. We were just looking for a movie to go see at the theater, and there were, I think, 4 horror movies out right now.
Really?
Yeah, I think there were 4.
Huh.
I'd never heard of any of them, but they were there.
Kids.
Yeah, there's always new stuff popping up this time of year, and I applaud the companies that are going out of their way to try to create something new and weird, and not just falling into the same. Well, let's reboot Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
You see a good scare flick. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I do like
They
that
are
stuff.
fun.
That's all. I've always enjoyed that. No question about it. I don't know. The whole Christmas thing. I mean, for me, basically, you got Thanksgiving. Well, actually not true. It's before that. It's about mid-October. Then there's Thanksgiving. And then there's that whole 3-month period is really cool. October, November, December. Mm-hmm. I really like that a lot. No question about it.
Alan in the chat wants to know, how do you get the streaming channel? Is it free? Do you subscribe?
Oh,
good question.
I believe, Alan, I think it's a whopping $5 a month. So if you sign up for the streaming service, and again, you'll find all the information at streambeacontv.com. You'll be able to see all that. For the Twin Cities Film Fest, if people would like to come out and see my documentary that I'm a part of and be a part of that, it's going to air October 18th, but tickets go on sale, I believe, this Saturday. So just look up Twin Cities Film Fest, and you should be able to go through and find our screening. And there's only like 138 seats in the theater. So get in quick, because once I buy the tickets for just my immediate family, we should be down to about 8 actual seats for the public. So
there you go.
Will there only be one screening?
Yes, as of now. We're hoping that it sells out quickly and that the Film Fest says, hey, let's add an additional screening. So it's nice. It's a little red carpet walk up. It's the movie, and then I'll do a 30-minute Q&A with the director and producers, and do that at the wrap up of the movie. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Where's that at?
West End.
Yeah, the West End always has it.
Oh, that's Cinemas at West End. Yeah, I know it's at a few different theaters this year, but ours is going to be screening at the theater at Cinemas at West End. So
can we put a link up to that, Andy?
on something.
On something? On
Hi.
this?
Gonna put
On
it
something.
places.
Yeah.
I can. I'll have Cassie send you a link so that you can post it in the next day or two when the tickets officially go on sale. But yeah, if people just go look up Twin Cities Film Fest, you can see all the information there, and they have a wide swath of different movies and documentaries. That it's just really kind of fascinating, and I loved with the documentary Outer Edge is the name of the show, or the documentary, that we got to center so much right here in Minnesota, because we are a weird state. We've got a lot of strange things that have taken place here. And, I think it's my favorite UFO story, period. And especially because it took place here, but we cover the Warren UFO incident. And I actually uncovered a piece of evidence that was overlooked and brought that piece of evidence to Scott Walter, who lives here in our great state. He's a forensic geologist. He also is interested in ufology and aliens. And I told him what I had. I showed it to him. He said, "Well, Dave, I'm going to give you my honest opinion." I said, "Well, that's what I'm hoping for." And he did an assessment of it and came back and said, "I don't know what you got, Schrader, but I can't identify it. It's organic, but nothing like I've ever seen before."
Really?
Yeah. So,
Well, now the burning questions from the chat is, have you lost weight?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down about 56, 57 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Congrats.
Good for
Very
you.
nice. Congratulations.
Good job.
Another thing I have to mention is I think it was Andy was in, I think, maybe 4th grade. Now Alex was in 6th grade. We put him
So
in that
this was a
school.
while ago then.
We put him in
Yeah.
that school up in, when we lived in Dayton.
Yeah.
What was that school again? It was
St. Andrews?
No.
In
It's a
4th
school
grade,
that-
I was in Rogers Elementary. Or
Okay,
what,
so it was-
did you say I was in 6th grade? That would have been St. Andrews, yeah.
No, so it wasn't then. We
Okay.
put our kids in a school up in
Somewhere.
somewhere.
Oh,
up
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about, I don't know, should I say the name?
Yeah.
Alliance Christian Academy.
Yep. Alliance Christian Academy.
I was in like 8th grade then.
Were you really?
Yeah, it was.
6th and
I was
8th
much
grade.
older. Yeah.
But the kids came home. They said, "Dad, what's this all about?" I said, "What do you mean?" Said, "This school will not let us celebrate Halloween because it's wicked."
Yay.
They said it was
Yeah.
the devil's
You'll-
holiday.
Yeah,
Yay.
Devil's Holiday. You're not in that school anymore. Goodbye.
We're like, what? Nobody said anything about
Holiday.
this.
No fun of any kind.
Can't dress up. Can't go get
Yeah.
candy.
Yeah, no, it's because it was all pagan and witchcraft.
I
and-
remember having this conversation with my sister-in-law, who is very, very religious, and she said, "Yeah, well, it is. It's based on blah blah blah." And I said, "You know what? It is wicked and it is evil if that's what you make it.
Yep.
If it's just
Yeah.
fun, it's just
There's
fun.
ghosts in the Bible.
Mhm.
They're holy
Give
ghosts.
me a
Yeah, there you go.
Here's
and
the
what-
funny thing, but we'll celebrate Christmas, which isn't a real thing,
Right.
because Jesus was born in like May.
Yeah, much
and we
later.
celebrate how by having a fat guy in a red suit slip down our chimneys and give us presents, and that's all based on pagan and
Yeah.
other religious beliefs. But yeah, I don't understand it. Actually, Halloween makes the most sense for me, because the whole reason that we put out scary jack-o'-lanterns and the reason that we dress in grotesque masks is
Mhm.
because it's an affront to demons and
Yeah.
darkness. That's why we put gargoyles on our buildings to protect our buildings.
Oh, right. Yes.
Demons don't want to cast their eyes upon anything that's not beautiful, because that was part of the whole deal, right? The whole ecosystem. Why are you treating humans so well? We're your first creation, and they got cast down to earth to have dominion down here. And it's because they were all very arrogant creatures, beings, and
And humans
so-
aren't.
not compared to the angel realm, I guess.
I
Now you
guess.
understand why we're so flawed. Even the angels are a little out of it, right?
Right.
What
I'm
a
trying to
story.
figure out what's behind your head. Is it a mirror?
It's skull.
It's actually it's my logo. It's a big light up sign my brother-in-law
Oh,
made up for me.
I see it now.
Yep.
I was like,
that's-
yeah, your green
that's
screen
cool.
effect is getting very confused by it.
Yeah,
Dude.
because it's
Dude.
perfectly centered behind my head, and usually on my show
Yep.
when it's
Is it
on, it
perfect?
looks like I have a halo. which
Yeah.
I
Oh,
prefer.
it's 11:44. That's why he's acting like
Yeah.
a
Jude.
He
Jew.
wants to go.
She's ready to
It's
go.
like, TikTok people.
We do have to take a break. Be right back, and we'll wrap things up right
Well,
after.
Dave, are you going to stay for the ending, or do you got to get out of here?
I can let you guys go. I know you got wrap up going on, but thank you very much for having me on. I hope everybody has a happy, healthy, safe, spooky season. But check out streambeacontv.com or download the app on your phone or smart device. And for $5 a month, you can watch all of these great new programs, including Jack Osborne is back out filming a new series that will be on Stream Beacon TV as well. So check it all out and check out Twin Cities Film Fest and come on out and see The Outer Edge on October 18th and help support a Minnesota boy with his Minnesota documentary.
There you go.
Thanks, Dave.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
You should come on more often anyway.
I'd love to.
You should.
Oh my
Love
goodness.
it. All right, Pat, we'll talk to you soon.
Oh, God.
We'll be right back a couple of seconds right after this.
For Brad, John Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong, but suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Brad Sean Bryant.
Ladies and gentlemen, South Dakota, one of the most business-friendly states in the country, and there's no better place to settle down and take advantage of those incentives than in Sioux Falls. As the state's largest city with a metro population over 290,000, Sioux Falls has low business costs with a high quality of life. There's no state, corporate, or personal income tax, no inheritance tax, no limits to what your business can achieve. So here's the deal. South Dakota ranks among the top 10 states in the U.S. for inbound state movers. What do you think of that? They're moving to South Dakota. Most popular to move to, healthcare, doctors, hardest working, tax friendliness. Here's the deal. Listed in as it is, and this, by the way, is true. Listed in the 50 best places to live for families, the fastest growing Midwest metro. One of the best places to raise a family. One of the best small cities for Gen Z workers. National fourth top inbound city people move to. So
Mom's doing her best to distract Dad while he reads.
She really is. That really helps a lot. Thank you, Aaron.
She's
Here,
teasing
I'm
Jude
trying to
with
read
a
this.
cough drop wrapper, and he's
I'm trying to distract the
snapping at
dog.
All right. How does South Dakota? Jesus. How does South Dakota stack up against other states? We rank second in the nation for the lowest cost of doing business, the most business-friendly state, and the best business tax climate. And as South Dakota's biggest city, Sioux Falls is at the center of these benefits. Visit www.siouxfallsdevelopment.com.
Judy.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, every time the last 10 minutes of the show comes up, Jude starts going around the room going, it's time to go, it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Sometimes he flips
covered
the
with
handle.
pillows. Covered with pillows because he just loves to lick my legs.
You got to
Yeah.
wear that
You're salty.
that suit that they wear during canine training for police dogs,
There
so
you
they
go.
can't bite you.
So he can't.
probably-
Well, he
He
never.
would never bite you.
Not
but
bite me, but
It would
like,
prevent him from
Definitely
licking
irritate you.
too, I would think.
No, he's licking the pillow right
Yeah,
now.
now he's licking the
Time
pillow.
to go.
He's a,
all right, wrapping it up. Michael Bryant, what do you got on the docket?
Just work like normal. Got a
Wow.
trial coming up in one
How much travel
2
do
weeks.
you do?
Just depends on the week. This week's not very much. So,
Good.
but other weeks it'll be, a lot more going all over the state.
Yeah, you go all over the state, get things covered. That's magnificent. So Tyson, what's next?
Just getting back to work. We've got Taste of Japan at Skolven Distillery this weekend.
Oh, nice.
One of my employees, Dave, just got back from a trip, and then going into our 5-year anniversary at the bar, a couple weekends in October. I should know these dates, but and then my favorite Halloween, my favorite holiday,
Love it.
Halloween.
Love Halloween.
I just don't know what to dress up as yet. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
You know,
a
what you should do?
pulmonologist.
Yes.
You should absolutely get it. You go to some farm where they, beef is grown. And
Where
get him a-
beef is grown.
Where the
Cows,
beef is grown.
yes.
You
There
need
are
to
cows.
get a big cow along and just hang it around your neck so that lungs hang.
Ah,
Really?
That would be phenomenal.
Those are huge.
Yeah, I know. They are.
there you go. You could fit inside one. You go dressed as a lung.
Exactly.
Tyson, what's the deal? Oh yeah, they took my lung out.
Yep.
It had grown slightly.
It had
I mean,
grown
you
just
get a
like-
bovine valve. Might as well get a
Yeah.
bovine lung.
Yeah.
Exactly. So is that everything? Any closing words from anyone else?
Well, we got one more day of the show, and then we got the weekend, and then we got the Jack's Cafe drawing on Monday. So
Excellent.
X.com/Tom Bernard Show. Comment under the pinned tweet for your chance to win a $100 gift card. Mom, you are not going to be in tomorrow, right?
No, I'm not.
So yes, it's no Kathryn, no Alex tomorrow. It's just going to be.
Alex. Oh, that's right.
No,
Alex
she's not going to be in either.
No, we're going to the Sphere in Vegas.
Yeah, they're going to Vegas.
Going to Vegas.
We'll be here working.
I think we are going to have some comedians in. I still haven't heard back.
I mean, Lammer's going to be in tomorrow.
Well, he hasn't heard anything. He says he's still waiting to hear when he's going to start. But he didn't
on tomorrow.
He didn't think it was this week.
Yeah, he can be on tomorrow.
He should be on tomorrow.
I mean, if Alex and Mom aren't going to be here, we're going to need somebody to fill in anyway.
Gotta have something.
Well, I mean, if we got the comedians coming in though, but I haven't heard back about that yet.
I still think we should get them on. Absolutely.
I'll have to get everyone situated.
Right.
I agree.
We'll figure it out.
But yes, I guess that's the thing we can announce is that Lammers is going to be a regular again, weekly regular, right?
Looking forward because of Michael Bryant, by the way.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
So he's going to be on Fridays starting either tomorrow or next Friday, I guess.
We should get him in tomorrow.
It depends.
You should come back tomorrow if you're not working.
I'll be working. But
I'm always working.
Yeah.
So, by with Timmy. Yeah. That'd be good. That is going to do it. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Every time I hear the same reminds me how you talking my door.